Hello, all of you rolling beans out there, and welcome to the stream. I am Rdyjin, and we are doing Scardev today. Scardev today. So this is DevTales, and I'm currently using the... TF Talkies, so you guys can TF me live here on stream. And otherwise, we've got Rdyjin down there in the bottom left working on art. Very good art. That I'm hoping will be done tonight.
Will it be? Stay tuned and find out.
Also, I totally forgot to actually, put in that I'm doing DevTales on the title. Luckily, it's still art, you know, so didn't need to update the thing. And yes, in the upper left there, we've got Plastic Duck Simulator, because, well, ducks are fun, and it's fun to just watch.
Quack.
Ooh, I like making the ducks go squeak.
It is fun. And what were you saying, Rdyjin?
I have to change my talkie.
So yeah, they go squeaky. They're squeaky toys.
I don't feel like logging in. Oh wait, I can do the QR code. Where's my phone?
Oh, for Discord Reactive. Alright, so our primary focus today are going to be on feats, because we really need more feats. We've got a whole... Okay, maybe we have more than I realized. Because right now we got 59 feats.
I think that's enough.
I've got 2 right here on the stream.
Yeah, you know, actually, maybe this is enough. I don't know if Tal or Arab looked over my proposal here, but...
I know I definitely haven't looked at your feats, nor have gotten a chance to use feats in Starlight, but... 59 sounds like a really good number. Sure, it's not an even 60, but we can worry about that.
It's gotta be an even 69.
Quack.
I'm gonna make the Rdyjin go squeak and go quack a lot. Shit, I gotta make... You know what? I'm gonna go BRB probably for the rest of the night. I'm gonna go talk with my family.
Oh, okay. See you later.
See ya.
Okay.
I might be back, who knows? I don't know. You're all cute and pet.
I will say, in a more general sense of MMO playing, I do put some of the onus on the players as well. Because, in almost, like, in every MMO that I've tried to play, and generally a lot of games, there's always a big enough community that's so focused on the optimization and completion and reaching the end result of the game that game designers just have to start designing around that, as opposed to what the really really early MMOs were like, which is just like kind of a sandbox where you happen to be social with people around. And granted, I think these days on the internet there's better spaces for that, like VR chat and what have you, but back then MMOs were kind of like the best digital place to be social with people, I think.
That is fair.
I don't know if there's really a solution so much to that problem, but it's something that I feel is just kind of a current issue with the MMO space right now. And until there's like a shift, I think it's always going to kind of struggle.
Alright. I think first off I am gonna go in. I'm gonna go to the Discord and take a look at the various suggestions we've had.
Whack.
Whack. Also, for those that are new to a DevTales stream, a lot of these are kind of sit here, enjoy the ducks, maybe offer suggestions if you have them. I very much welcome suggestions. But otherwise, it's mostly a chill thing where I'm kind of just working on things and relatively quiet. But we can have some conversations and such.
And I'll do my best to fill in some of the error as well. Ask me questions. Like why I'm so cute. Hint, it's because I'm a panda.
Oh, I guess Era did look over some of this. What kind of action? Hit by an earth type attack. Okay, it looks like those were the only 2 notes he left. Alright. So I took care of that. Pakesh suggested parry ranged weapons, items, breath weapons as a tree of linked skills. I know we do have plans for a parry maneuver. Actually, I think we already have that, so actually, yeah. Yeah, we already have plans for the parry. We just need to actually figure out how that's going to work better. Or the repose is something that we've got plans for. The parry is already in here. Let me reread that. At least I think, yeah, there it is. Actually, I think being able to use your reaction in order to reduce both, it would be better suited for being a feat. So I think we're going to remove that from here. Highlight it that way. Actually, reactions gives me a good idea for another feat. Combat. I'll have it be attack. Wah!
Wow.
This is one of those moments where I wish I had four monitors. Because my main monitor, the middle one, I've got this document open. On the right monitor, I've got Discord open to read the reference stuff in there. And then on the left monitor, I've got this document open again, or I've got the main system document so I can see the feat categories that we have so far. But that way I can reference that. And I've also got the chat over there on the left side. But I can't see the art. Oh wait, no I can. It's just really small, but I can. I can make it bigger. There we go. I forgot I was streaming to Discord so I can see the art that way.
Yay, you can see the art. Yay.
Problem solved. Still wish I had 4 monitors. Well, technically 5, except the fourth one currently is above the other 3 monitors, and that's where I'm seeing the placid plastic ducks in. But that one's hooked up to a different computer anyway, so I couldn't really use it.
Well, you start with 5 monitors, then you'll need 6, and then you'll need 7 monitors. And then eventually you'll just need to replace every wall in your house with monitors.
Not every wall, but I would be okay with monitors taking up an entire wall. I would make use of it. Granted, those would have to be very big monitors, but still. Though legitimately, it would be very useful to have an extra monitor to have to the side of the gaming monitor, so looking at chat is much quicker and easier. Because it's faster to look to the side than it is to look down and to the side. And then if something's happening in game, I still have my peripheral vision, you know? Alright, I need a name for getting more reactions. I'm pretty sure in Pathfinder and D&D it's called a combat reflexes or something like that. So we can't use that. Reactionary initiative. There we go.
Oh, that works. I was kind of starting to think down the lines of like adrenaline, but adrenaline would be better fit for something else.
Why did you reload? Ugh. Sometimes Google Docs just likes to reload itself. And I don't like it.
Dook dook doo doo dook.
You can't do that. You're a law. Oh, wait. No, you can do that. Go ahead. I do it. Dook dook. Shia LaBeouf, but as a Marten. Just duke it.
Just duke it!
Alright, so I think that takes care of Pikesh's thing. Let's delete that. Maximal dice. Max or best a dice or X dice, but costs an exhaustion point or action or whatever. I'm gonna say no to that one in general. I can see a way that we could implement that, but I feel like we already have plenty of ways to improve your chances with the very, you know, soul, willpower, and vigor, that having a feat to just make it so you can spend exhaustion for max die, I think that's not quite what we want to go with.
Yeah, I think Taldarius probably has the math on it, but in general, I feel like it's weighted very heavily towards the party being able to succeed at most things, it seems like.
It is,
even without throwing in reroll cards.
though I'll also point out that technically the enemies can use the same things that the players can.
That is true. I am curious to see, once it gets into a deeper, higher stakes combat, just how fast and deadly Scar will end up being. Because I think with the relatively low HP amounts and the ease of access to high success numbers, I think combat could go like really fast and heavy sometimes.
Isn't fast and heavy a good thing? Because that way it's not drawn out.
Yes and no. Because it would suck to have your character just outright die in a single blow. Which is possible. That said, as far as the low HP goes, one of the main reasons for adding feats in the first place is to give you additional, give you means of increasing your health. Like, 10 of these feats are dedicated just to health. You've got healthy body, mind, soul, vigor, and willpower, which each gives you, you know, the relevant attribute, counting for an additional 50% the value when calculating max HP. And then we've got a second set of them of healthier, which of course requires the previous version, but dots in that attribute count for double the value instead when calculating max HP.
Yeah, it's just a thought I've had because I feel like a decently common complaint with 5th edition was that with how tuned it was for damage values, it could very easily end up with some people getting stuck in like loops of going down, taking a healing word to get back up, immediately going back down, because, you know, the healing wasn't there to like actually bring them back up without blowing, you know, your one spell slot for greater cure wounds or whatever it was called.
Aid and other such, yeah.
Yeah, we do have similar setups in this. However, to counteract that, we also have the wounded system. So whenever we get around,
you can also actually do things below 0 HP too.
Oh yeah. Yes, you can. Granted, it's gonna cost you, but yeah. Where was I going with that thought? But when it comes to it, you have the wounded system where you will take penalties to your abilities if you wind up, you'll take penalties to your abilities if you wind up going below 0. And those wounds will take time to heal. Also, welcome back, Arcee.
Bye. Hi, I'm back from talking
Welcome
with family
back.
members.
It was a particular... I mean, it was definitely a complaint I had with the 5th edition. Mostly in that they tried to, you know, get rid of the save or suck thing that was going on in earlier editions. But then they tuned the HP values and the damage values to, like, getting... You dodge or suck, basically. If you get hit by a significant boss monster, well, welcome to a death saving roll until you get up with 1 HP.
Yeah, or just die. And we did, I do like the rolls, you know, like we did implement that similar style. But for us, your death saves and fails, they stick with you. So if you go down and you get 2 death fails, those are going to stay unless you get true healing, which is a very high level thing. We have a lot of bonuses, but we also have negatives that will hinder people if they abuse things too much. Alright, next suggestion though for a feat. Combat looting. Determine most valuable item in X size room so you can grab that and run. See Indiana Jones. I mean, I guess that could be a feat. I don't think it's worth 25 XP. Maybe we could do something with that, because I don't mind having some... I wouldn't necessarily call it silly, but more flavorful kind of feats. Stuff that's not just mechanic-based.
I think it's an interesting idea, but as it stands like that, you can kind of argue that you could just do that with a regular roll anyway.
Yes, you could. Which is why I'm debating if I want to put that in, or maybe come up with something else for it.
Oh. Cheetah fur is actually kind of complicated.
I mean, I told you could have gone with something else, but now you're kind of locked in.
It's not even the spots that I'm struggling with. The coloration of the palish yellow versus the off-white is very distinct and difficult to pin down.
Fair.
Like, I'm actually not even concerned about the spots. It's just trying to figure out where the off-white goes. Maybe I just don't like this yellow that I picked.
I'd say go with a more deeper yellow, personally, instead of making it a lighter yellow.
Oh,
Like a darker yellow, rather, not
that's true.
not deep. Yeah.
I need to put this on real.
Also, for combat looting, maybe something to make it more valuable would be the ability to get a free move action to that spot upon, you know, towards that item upon entering. Because, like, yeah, you could just make a roll to determine what the most valuable item is, but if we were to make it where, hey, you just get a free movement, that could have a lot of good value to it, you know? Thoughts?
I guess, but I feel like with the move creation system, you already have access to a lot of the ability to get funky movement. Which is kind of where I struggled with trying to think of feats in general and ended up giving up, is because, like, everything I could think of, I was like, well, you could do that with a move, though.
Well, in this situation, it would be a matter of, while yes, you could do it with a move, you have to use an action for that. This
That's
would
fair.
basically give you a free...
I actually don't understand the action economy very well yet.
The action... excuse me. The action economy is a little rough, but it's still a really... it's still something that we are very heavily considering when we are designing this.
Mm-hmm.
And it is part of why enemies don't necessarily have their own... They don't have separate stat blocks from what the players do. When it comes to actually... You're gonna need to explain more on that, Vari. And even then, I'm probably going to just say no. Anyways, where was I?
Flying to the moon.
Legit, please.
You were talking about the action economy.
Oh, yeah, the action economy is a bit rough, but, you know, the players and the NPCs have access to the same actions, so it kind of balances out that way.
Yeah, all I mean, like I think I have a vague idea of it. I just haven't sat down and, like, really looked at it and considered, you know, what would be inefficient and what would be efficient within the action economy.
Yeah. But either way, having that free movement, while it is limited on where you can go with it, I still feel would be a valuable thing.
That makes sense.
Vari, we do already have a category called story feats, which are meant to be utilized for that. They often have a goal that you'll need to complete to unlock a larger benefit, but otherwise, yeah, that's something where you work with your storyteller to build a feat for whatever you want.
I think this is a little bit better.
Yeah, I like that. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and put this in. Worst comes to worst, nobody takes it and we remove it later. Also, I think we should change this subcategory to attribute. Oh, right, I can just do this. Boom.
Hmm? I'm not it.
You what?
Alright, so whenever I'm thinking about something in terms of anatomy or like posing or gesture or emotion, I kind of push that action myself as best as I can to just sort of get the mood of it and get the feel and try and visualize it better. There was a thing that I started noticing with the way the cheetah pelt is working, the difference between the off-white and the yellow fur on the pelts. What I noticed was that the outside of the limbs had the yellow and the inside of the limbs had the off-white, which makes sense. But then I was looking at the anthro and I was like, okay, how does it make sense here? So I looked down at my own pelvis and I was looking at where my legs meet my pelvis, and I was imagining it shifting into what would be a more feral pelvis. And then I was like, wait, did I just like visualize myself TFing?
And that's where it all starts, everybody. I knew we'd get him into the idea of TF eventually.
I'm still not into it. I tolerate it and encourage it for others. I don't think it does much for me, though. It was just a funny
Fair.
thought. I knew you would enjoy it, so I shared.
That's fair. Not everything is everyone's things.
I know, but I'm still
No
gonna
worries,
tease him
you're
about the
making-
idea.
Captures the RZ.
Aww.
Well, those notes will definitely not make any sense to anybody else, probably, but at the least I have my own notes so I can figure it out later. Wrong window for typing.
Gotta love it. Alright. I think that is good. Now to go through and fix these.
Duke Duke.
Wow.
Duke Duke. Wow.
Oh, right, I'm going
Not
down to
a lot
Fusa. Yeah.
Wow.
Duke.
Oh, wait, wrong. That. The only potion I know is the red panda potion, apparently.
There. You can have a free green potion used.
If I just keep transforming you back to human and back to first stage Fusa, do you get TF dizzy?
No. I can handle my TF.
I guess Vari is not satisfied with Fusa.
Apparently not.
Of course you are.
But I'm the gremlin. I'm the most adorable gremlin you've ever seen.
Honestly, Vari, I don't know how much of a gremlin you are, but I imagine you must be a huge gremlin to be the perfect match for Viv.
Oh god, I was scared for a moment. I hit a key on my keyboard. I think it was page down. And suddenly everything was blank and I'm like, did I somehow just delete everything? No, it just moved me down.
You deleted everything, removed all of the undos, overwrote all of the version history. With one button press. That said, even though there is version history, it's probably super annoying to get into it. Ugh.
I have
I
no
always hate
idea. I've
when I have to
never
do that
messed with
stuff.
it.
Just don't make mistakes and then you won't have to. Here's what better one said. Spots.
Right.
Oopsies. Alright, are you okay with hyena, Vari? Can we agree on hyena?
Well, green is for Fusa, black's for hyena.
Okay. I can fix this. Use the red potion to revert you back. See? I was just putting it on cooldown so Vari couldn't ruin it. Eh?
Sure.
Oh, here's a redeem idea for you. A high-cost redeem to reset potion cooldowns.
I don't have the ability to do that.
Ah.
Yeah, unfortunately. That said, there will be a redeem for resetting the tracks and such. Because of the limited number of redemptions I can have, I don't want to have a huge amount of them dedicated to this. So my plan is basically probably maybe 10 different kinds of potions. Well, 9 technically, because one will be for resetting all of the tracks to default. Well, I guess technically 8, because there will always be the rainbow potion for the anthroforms. But either way, however many number of individual potions I wind up having, I'm gonna have to have some overlap with some of them. So, like, the black potion, while normally goes to hyena, if you go a certain route with the potions, it may turn into a it may change the black potion to changing me into, I don't know, a rabbit. I don't know. Instead of going down the hyena track.
Is this going to turn into a behemoth that even you will lose control of?
100%. It already has in my head.
So he's gonna become a behemoth?
Gotcha.
Behemoth is an option.
Yeah.
What dragon? Okay, fine, behemoth.
Well, Noodle Dragon is already on the list.
Ooh. Well, we'll need to get Tobi Kadachi, though I guess Fuse counts.
Okay, what about Mizutsune or Nargacuga? Or maybe even Valstrax?
If you guys complete the tip goals for those, I don't care what you do with this stuff. Okay, within reason. There may be some that I just outright turn down.
So if it's a big monster, do we just like, for the feral form, is it just basically going to be the claw on screen and nothing else? Or is it going to be shrunk down?
I'm thinking it'll be shrunk down.
Why not both? Just the claw could be a rare redeem.
Because I don't want to deal with that.
But I do like Rdyjin's idea personally. Rdyjin, I might take that idea for some point for my stuff.
I'm sorry, what was that, RZ?
Oh, the idea of a giant claw on the screen? It's a really cool idea.
I wonder why you think it's a cool idea, RZ.
No reason in particular, I just like giant monstrous things. Even though I'm super cute and adorable, and can't be scary otherwise.
Yeah, like, and you're so tiny too. Such a pocket little, an adorable little pocket, Dirk.
Wow.
Okay, maybe not pocket-sized. I guess you are about the size of my paw there, you know.
What?
Ah yes, pocket size.
I did not think about that, but I like it.
Well...
Alright, so here's a suggestion here from GibGab. Of feats that give you bonuses to your defense the more enemies target you in the same turn.
Oh, that actually sounds really good. Especially when you're trying to draw aggro away from the squishy folks.
The only problem with that is that it directly interferes with the hit stun mechanics. That said, perhaps I could see a feat that reduces hit stun.
Hit stun. Never heard of this before. Something never implemented. In Starlight, I mean, sorry.
Yes, it was implemented. It was implemented, and it was
I believe you've only
used.
had one combat where it
Yeah.
was implemented.
We've only had, yeah, one combat period since switching to Scar. But the hit stun mechanic is basically every time somebody rolls against your evasion, your evasion goes down by 1. And if they manage to hit you, then your integrity goes down by 1. Thus, you know, when they roll against your evasion goes down by 1. They roll against your integrity goes down by 1. This resets on your next turn.
Okay. So I understand what it is about it. May I ask, why is it implemented, out of curiosity? I want to understand it.
It's primarily for very tough bosses. You know, the entire group is working together to take them down, and it's also that concept of, well, yeah, like Wolfscribe said, you can't matrix dodge everything in a turn. You know, while you are dodging one person, like, all of this is happening in 6 seconds, you know? All of this is happening in 6 seconds. If you have 5 different attacks coming at you at the same time, you're not going to be very effective at dodging all of them. Which is what the hit stun system is meant to represent.
Okay. I can understand it. What about specific, what if just targeted a lot, and you're forced to just already take those hits? I think that might be what it is, maybe. Maybe not. I might be wrong.
That is kind of the point of it, it is for, when you're getting targeted a lot, you're gonna be less effective at defending yourself. But at the same time, you're only going to get targeted, at the same time, you're only going to get targeted, so often, and it resets on your next turn, just automatically. That said, it does bring up a good point, and I think we'll probably implement a cap on the amount of hit stun that you could suffer. Probably set it to 5, because, you know, average party size is usually about 5. Para feats, a defensive feat that reduces hit stun and an offensive feat that increases hit stun. I do not want to put in the offensive feat. We do have an option for increasing the hit stun that you're putting out already, and that is the strike maneuver. The strike maneuver does not really have much in the way of bonuses, but the strike maneuver does have, it does cause double hit stun. You could see a feat that shifts all the hit stun penalty to the next turn. I could see that. Go ahead, Rdyjin.
If you implement a cap, maybe instead of a flat number equal to your attribute number or your total spent on attributes.
Well, at that point,
or something based on your total.
Well, I will say the main reason why we would put in a number, a flat number. Well, first off, if the number is related to the attributes, your attributes are going to go up. So, do we set a high number and then it gets lower as your attributes go up? Or is it a... I don't see how we could connect the two. I just don't see a way that would work out. But... I am thinking 5... primarily to protect the players from swarms. Because if you get attacked by a bunch of really weak enemies, you're suffering, you know, potentially dozens of attacks in a turn by technicality. So we definitely don't want them to suddenly be, you know, completely defenseless. That said, I will say that the max, regardless of whatever we set it to, is you can only be reduced to 0. There aren't going to be negative evasion or integrity.
All right, that's yeah. The main concern I have is if you add a cap to it, that's another number that players are going to have to keep track of in combat, and it's already building into a decently complex system. If the main concern is just monsters that are swarms, you could just make it so that swarms literally have a creature type where they just don't impact hit stun, or the swarm as a total will only impact hit stun once per turn per swarm unit.
I'm not necessarily meaning like the traditional D&D swarm, you know, an insect swarm kind of thing. I am talking about just having, just, you know, a huge crowd of peasants. Like...
Well, what's the meme? 50 wild pigs can defeat Tiamat?
Yes. But I do still want to put a cap on it. And I feel like 5 is a good cap. Like, yeah, it is limited number, but I feel like it would be best overall.
I don't have any thoughts on this specific number. It's just, I'm concerned about as you add more and more onto the players to keep mind up during combat. Especially if it's this kind of thing where it's so rarely going to come up.
Well,
the average player is probably just not going to remember it.
I will say, Tao did put a hit stun tracker on the news sheet. Which, of course, is digital only, because obviously on actual character sheet, you're not going to have that popping up. Well, yes, swarms of enemies legitimately being terrifying is a good thing. Yes, I agree. However, having a -5 penalty to your evasion and integrity, that alone is going to be terrifying no matter what level you are. But all 5 players working together, well, no, I guess they do have strike that they can use in addition to an attack, so yeah, I guess we won't bother putting a cap on it. Though I will say for your argument on this, Rdyjin, it's kind of like, why bother having hit stun period on the players? Because having a cap on it is not going to change how much they have to calculate and remember.
And that's fair. That's very true, I guess.
If anything, it'll actually make it less on them, because it's like, well, I hit 5, now I can forget about the hit stun. Or increasing it every time I get attacked. But yeah, the whole point of it is to make those tanky bosses that require the entire party to focus on them to get them down. But yeah, either way, GibCap's suggestion of a feat that gives bonus to your defense the more enemies that target you in the same turn, denied because that contradicts hit stun. But I can use that for an idea of, you know, maybe you can just ignore the first hit stun to each stat per turn. And again, typing in Discord instead of here. I should probably make sure I haven't used this term. So I'm thinking of calling it sturdy. Oh, right. When I was doing stuff based on maneuvers, I was putting that in. So this one is related to the parry maneuver. Yeah, we have mechanics for that, Wolf Scribe. Yeah, we actually have the dodge maneuver that you can use to increase your evasion. But it doesn't necessarily leave you vulnerable, but it does reduce your accuracy when you use it. So your next attack will suffer a -2 penalty to accuracy.
I should start playing around with the system and making characters and actually learn the details a bit more intimately. It's been something I've been meaning to do.
Well, yeah, especially since you're going to join the new Friday game. I know you're not.
Jokes are cannons, then.
What was that?
Jokes
I
are
said
canon.
jokes are canon.
So you are joining? I'm confused.
It's okay, Razor. Don't worry about it.
Oh yeah, are you excited to immediately get done with this cheetah one and then go straight to working on Razor?
Immediately, no. Next weekend, maybe.
Hurrah! Kind of depends on if you get any commissions before then.
Yeah, and it is still a little bit time consuming for me. It's going much faster than the first set did, but it's still pretty long.
Oh, there's another SCP already? Bitch.
What was that?
I just said bitch.
Okay, run that by me again.
I said bitch.
Well, yeah, but you also said other stuff.
Yeah, I said bitch. I don't know what else I said. I just said bitch.
Pat pat, you're adorable.
Bye. I know you. My cursing is too cute.
That sure was an exchange.
Yes, it was.
I definitely heard other words too, so.
I don't know what else I said. Ow.
Alright, let's see. Dodge, advanced dodge, ferret. Can avoid a ranged or spell attack. The higher one can be for spells, last one for AoE attacks. We basically already have that with the... Well, I mean, we got the dodge maneuver, but... I don't think a feat dedicated to just dodging a thing would be worthwhile. So... Sorry, Pikesh, but I'm gonna deny that suggestion.
Somewhere in the woods, a rug is shaking in anger.
What do you mean in the woods? He's on the shelf behind me.
Aren't you in the woods?
I'm not sure.
Wait, that's not the right way.
If a bear sits on a shelf... Wait, that's not how that goes.
Jackpot! Ah! And it's off the shelf.
Alright, next up we got Key, offering Scrounger, which would allow you to find and wield improvised weapon items from your environment, possibly at full capacity. I.e., you spot a sharp rock you can use as a weapon, or a medicinal herb that you snag and consume for a quick temporary recovery. You know, I could see a value in that. Though I may want to put that in with the combat looting one to make that one more valuable. Like, combat looting would give you the ability to move towards the most valuable non-carried item. And then, as part of it, is you can also get a improvised item from the environment. Thoughts on that?
I feel like I have thoughts, but I can't word the thoughts, so I'm just gonna shrug and say no at the moment.
I mean, mechanically it seems fine, but I'm kind of trying to envision it in play. where you're doing that and you're just like moving and picking up a whole bunch of junk. I mean, it's kind of funny, but also...
There's a hole. I don't know if it's good in combat.
Are we just gonna ignore that squawk?
What?
It's just Arzy, he does that.
Var?
Pet.
Okay.
Var. Wait, that's a hole?
Well, the combat, this one would not let
Highly
you...
allergic.
This one would not let you, This one would not let you just, you know, move towards the object. I think I'll get rid of combat looting, period. And replace it with this scrounger idea. I do like the scrounger idea.
Same here. I like you too.
Approved by Arza Dave.
Var. It's a seal of National Dragon. What does it look like? Don't question it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Var. Where was I? I need that. Then I'm gonna go this way. That's that one. Ah! That's a hole.
Watch out for that hole. Wall.
wall.
Oh, welcome back, Lucci. Glad to hear it's working now.
Welcome back, Rdyjin.
Next up, we've got Your Burden is Mine, which could let a character take on a number of exhaustion points from another character. The exhaustion doesn't go away, but you can alleviate your ally's burden and mitigate penalties. I like that one.
That's a teamwork one.
Yeah.
Who made it? I like that. That's a good idea. I want to get
That's from
credit for that.
Key. That one is from Key. That's a great suggestion. And once again, I'm typing in Discord instead of the document.
Yeah, are you like sliding to Rdyjin's DMs again?
You what?
Are you what? Sliding into Rdyjin's DMs again?
No, I was typing in the...
No, he's in the Scar suggestion stream.
Yeah. Hey, Paradoxical Otter. It's going well. How are you?
Oh no.
What?
My stream has been frozen.
Oh, it has?
Yeah. Black screen?
Yeah, it is just a black screen.
Ah!
I think if I restart Firefox enough, it'll eventually work.
Fair enough. There it goes. So real lucky. Right now I am working on a custom tabletop RPG system, similar to D&D and Pathfinder, for playing as Pokemon, Digimon, Monsters from Monster Hunter, or our own Scar creatures that we're coming up with as well. So right now we are coming up with Feats with an A, not two E's, for different abilities that that the players can pick up and utilize. Oh my god, Lucci. Why would they rip it all out? Oh, there's a raptor behind me who has snuck up and is probably planning to murder me.
Well, you just want to get your pets.
I'll be right back, everybody.
Sorry, is this the moment where I make super crazy noises? Kidding, I shouldn't make super crazy noises. I should make cute noises.
So, any kind of noise from you.
Rawr.
I'll give them 2 whiskers on the stage. One is a little bit too weird. but 2 whiskers. They're very short whiskers, don't you think?
Oh. Need more stuff.
I am back. Sorry about that.
Welcome
Welcome
back.
back. You will get 5 whiskers at this stage. Oh.
Oh, and it found the hole.
I'm trying to find something on the dock, but I cannot seem to remember where I put it. Oh right, I made it a maneuver. I think. Yes, yes I did. Oh, well that's nice, Lucci. But, yeah, yeah, Lucci, it's just weird that... like, it's more effort to rip something out than it is to just leave it there. It's not like the cables being in there would harm anything. It's so weird. I'm thinking I'm gonna move assist away from being a maneuver. Because honestly, it's not something you really use in combat, but you can? It's mostly for out of combat stuff. So I think I'm gonna, yeah, I'm gonna move it to being, elsewhere. I think it's Alt-Shift-5. Yes. But we have all of our other means of helping other players out up under Chapter 1 with the general rules. So I think that's the best place to put it.
Makes sense.
Oh, water. I forgot to grab water.
Water.
Water and water.
The Rex has brought me food.
Ooh, what is food?
Food?
Sandwiches.
Sandwiches? Right.
Took took.
Hmm.
Right.
Blah, blah.
Cuties. What is it? You know y'all are cute.
I know.
Good.
No, you.
I know I'm super cute. Got it. Dust. I think I remember that. Okay. Ow. Oh.
Honestly, I think my favorite thing that I added to this system is probably the assist maneuver. It's just such a nice system. A great way to encourage teamwork, you know?
Oh, that's a hole! Where?
Oh, hey there, Pikash.
Guess. Boop, nice newts. Oh, it's a long one.
Ah, one of those situations, Pikash. Yeah. Oh, congrats on the 10 stream streak. Oh yeah, that's gonna be very busy, Prakash.
Ow. That's a hole. What?
Duke.
What?
Wow.
Oh.
Whack.
Right.
Okay, apparently I already added the Your Burden is Mine. Where did I add that? Oh. delete that.
Deleted.
Whoop!
Wow. Ah!
Did you fall in another hole, RZ?
I fell in the water. Everyone fell in the water. I don't know this track. This track is weird. I'm not liking it! Oh.
Go for it, Bakash.
Ow. Ow.
Oh, hello.
Hello there.
Better Kenobi.
Yes, helps when my headset's actually plugged in.
Yeah, that does generally help.
Yeah.
You bitch. Now you else.
Oh, no worries, there is it. Hi, Rdyjin. Hello.
Hello.
Thought I went to help. I mean, very small event. I think 22 people in total showed, but you know, you gotta do them to grow them.
Yep.
Then right to the deep end with 25,000 for today's event. I was like, yeah, I'll be getting up in 3 hours anyways to make my bus and subway connection. It's like, yeah, I slept solid for those 5 hours. So I was like, I'm up. Ugh, spent more than I should yesterday, but I did pick up 3 furry paperbacks that were very nice, so I'm happy.
Oh, well, that's good.
Yeah, one I'd been hunting for about 16 years, so I'm happy to finally have landed that one. One's a omnibus of the first 3 books of the series, so there's a 700-page book for snacking on later. And the last one's almost a first print of the original story from 1969. This is a 76 print. Of course, it's humans and space bears.
Yeah, that fits you. I wonder how they look there.
So a
the
nice
question.
quiet night.
Yeah, right now we're just kind of vibing and working. At least for a little bit longer. I'm planning to end here in a little bit.
What, an early EP for you?
No, not sleep. Just gonna rest.
Rest.
Rest is good.
Yeah. What we call it is having a snooze in the chair with learnable.
Oh yeah, where is he? He didn't come in here to sleep.
Probably fell
May have fallen asleep.
asleep with VR on.
Yeah. Fell asleep before he could come in here to fall asleep. It happens, and as long as he's comfy and you're comfy and everyone else is comfy.
Apparently RZ is not in fact comfy.
No! As he
I
has
am-
the
I'm not puppy, I just got launched by pinball.
puppy RZ. Aww.
Did you say you
I
were
am
not...
puppy.
We didn't say you were a puppy.
Oh. Rar.
You can be though.
No.
We were saying that people were happy.
Oh.
I don't know, the way you said that almost sounds like you might be closer to a puppy than you think there, RZ.
Puppy Z.
No.
Puppy Z. Puppy Z.
No.
Power of the walkies compels you.
No, they don't.
I don't know. Man, I've seen medical containers sealed less tightly than these Gatorade bottles. And we could take RZ to the Fan Expo. We can, explore the wonderful world of leashes and rubber and so much more.
No.
Oh, you want to explore by yourself? Oh, okay, that's...
No.
Hey there, Dunbrine. How are you?
Hey, Don Brian. Yeah, Fan Expo is one of those jumbo, fur-friendly cons that, I mean, they sell a little bit of everything. Everyone seems to be lurking for Saturday/Sunday morning. Then again, there's several events here in our city that folks are at or going to. I mean, it's a good weekend to be out camping. Oh, I mentioned camping and I get a Hotels.com commercial. Ooh, I see Otter. Hello, Otter. What part made your ears perk, Otter?
That's off the edge.
He is enjoying the game. The good thing about going to help out a friend today is they're buying supper tonight, and it's at the spaghetti factory, so yay, pasta. It might turn into a 24-hour day, but that's what, the power of caffeine and crash sleeps later to pull in. Happy otters are happy otters. And Arzy's looking at puppy play stuff. Yay.
Huh? What? No.
Sure, there'll be at least 2 cosplayers as that made Cyber Wolf Lycon, whatever he's called, from 00. I mean, usually this is one of the best cons for the otakus to come out with their costumes and get all strutty. And Sunday's the best for deals. While otters generally are squeaky, they're very squishable.
I wanna go squish things.
Squish. You want to squish things or be squish? Mm.
Ah!
Ooh. Seems you agree to the second. Oh, squish the
I'll
dragon.
agree to both as soon as I get out. Oh, there we go. I'm out of that. See, it doesn't help when you're playing a racing game and comedic timing happens.
Uh-huh. Says the squishable dragon under somebody's paws. Mm-hmm.
What?
Yeah.
Nervous dragon noises.
I mean, RZ, have you looked at my stream lately?
I have.
You see where you are?
Look.
Oh, you. Oh. Ah.
Look at those perfect paw placements.
Right where he belongs.
What?
Listen to those happy noises of approval.
These are nerdy noises.
Yeah,
I'm going to ship you to Timbuktu, and I'm going to send you to Africa in the middle of a desert. The hell is this track? Please help me.
First he's under paws, next thing we're taking him walkie shoppings, and we're stopping at the leather and other booths. And, oh, yes.
Can the pinball not be pinball right now? Thank you. What happened?
I think a dragon using a game to cover up for other excited noises. Mm.
I don't know if he does like paws. Do you, RZ?
I'm indifferent. I'll
Okay.
appreciate them in, not public areas.
That's fair. Just wanting to make sure we're not making you uncomfortable with the tease.
I mean, I'm not uncomfortable, but would prefer just leave it to DMs.
Okay.
No problem.
Thank
Like
you.
the avatar, by the way.
Thank you. It's my, just actually my, stream, avatar, vtuber.
Rather cute.
I'll get
All
more
right.
updates to it soon.
So I put in this feat, Danger Sense. You are able to sense when there is danger nearby, whether traps, ambushes, or otherwise. This sense makes your storyteller prompt you to roll to find it. But be careful not to metagame this, or your storyteller may just alert you every time there's a rock sticking up someone could trip over.
Yes.
Because I have definitely seen way too many players that are like, you know, they get their trap sense alerted and they roll terribly and they're like, huh, okay, well, I'm gonna specifically check over here, and over here, and over here, and over here, and over there, and over there, and over here. And it's like, really, dude? Just accept it. You didn't find the trap.
Yeah,
Don't
but that
metagame.
comes from the old days.
So yeah, I'm putting that note in there.
The classic. I rolled a one. I
Go ahead.
rolled a 1 on perception. I know there's something here that I don't see.
Yeah, exactly. I'm hoping the storytellers do actually see that line because, well, that's a great idea if somebody's metagaming their trap sense.
As I said, that's from the old days where it's like, oh, well, secret doors got to detect every 10 separate feet, and it's like, oh, the games could take days just trying to trap detect one hallway.
I know there was somebody that went through Curse of Strahd in the organized play thing that I was... Thankfully, they were not on my table. But Curse of Strahd, they were doing... I forget the exact spell, but it's a cantrip one. I think it's Detect Magic. So, like, literally every 10 steps, Detect Magic. 10 more steps. Detect Magic. 10 more steps. Detect Magic.
Yeah.
And they just removed all of the mystery and fun from the campaign. Like, the storyteller wasn't having fun. The players were like, come on.
Yeah, that's not fun.
They uncovered all the secrets and got one particular item far before they should have.
You're cool, but, you know, Eh.
I mean, the whole castle is technically enchanted, so, I mean, the smart GM would have just said, it's like, well, you detect magic. Just, you know.
It's everywhere.
Yeah, but part of why I stopped doing the organized play was you're rather restricted on what you're allowed to do with it.
Wait, is this just...
Plus, being a
I mean, if a
player
player-
in organized play was also kind of annoying, because it's like, no, I want to hold on to this goblet. I don't want to sell it. No, you have to sell it. But why?
Well, RPG opens were like that back in the Gen
Yeah.
Con days. I
You-
participated in a couple of those events, and they sucked.
It's what my Kobold character, Eric's, was all about. It's like, you get much more of a story out of that goblet that you got from the Dragon's Hoard versus, which pile of 500 gold was it again? Out of the many, many thousands of gold I've got?
Yeah. They still don't learn that lesson. There's just too many easy ways to metagame a game to death, and it's like, it's up to the dungeon master if, you know, a silly spell or item or whatever is breaking it by unbreaking it.
Gosh.
I mean, granted, sometimes you gotta bigfoot it, especially if they gave somehow this really silly cantrip that shouldn't exist. It's like, it should be general. You detect magic, vaguely. No, it's not a metal detector. But those are those things that you learn as you get older. Older and creepier.
Mhm. Yeah. But either way, thank you everybody so much for joining us today. This is where we are going to call it for this evening. Thank you for joining for this DevTales stream, as well as an Art Marten stream. Check out our website, zgfgaming.com. We've got links for our Discord, Telegram, Mastodon, Blue Sky, Patreon, and more. There on the website, as well as down in the description below through our link tree. Thank you to my patrons, tippers, and subscribers. It is your support that keeps this channel alive and going. I cannot do this without your guys' help and your support, so thank you. Consider becoming a patron over at patreon.com/zgfgaming. It's one of the best ways to help out the channel, and it does also support Whiskers now, so please consider going over there and helping out. And of course, you do get some art rewards and such. But for now, thank you all so much for joining. Grab some packs of cards through Streamloots, and I bid you all the most fondest adieu.
Hadouken.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.